Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about HBO Max's show, The Last of Us. The season finale, episode 9, The End. It was so sad, and so fulfilling and rewarding, all at the same time. Overall thoughts on this show, I think it's a great show. I have loved every episode. Some, of course, were better than others. The standalone episodes 3 and 7, and the one with Henry and Sam, I think that was episode 5. Those were top-notch television episodes right there. I thoroughly enjoyed those. But overall, this is just a great show. Great show. Looking forward to season 2 that's already been greenlit. So another year and a half. I'm pretty sure that's how long it's going to take. Hopefully in that one we'll get more clickers, but I enjoyed the human connection and the emotional, dramatic beats of this series in particular. And now, let's get right into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay. Alrighty, episode 9. We got Joel and Ellie on the road trying to get to Salt Lake City to get to the hospital with the Fireflies so they can try to get this cure going. Ellie's a bit despondent because of the situation that just occurred last episode with her getting sexually assaulted and almost eaten by cannibals. So, Joe's trying to talk to her, trying to get her to lighten up a little bit, trying to, get her to talk if she can. He's not trying to push the issue, but he knows that she needs to, trying to let loose of some of those emotions a little bit. So it was good to see them bonding and getting a little closer. And then we had a special moment when they finally got to Salt Lake City and were trying to go through the buildings to get a better look. And they found some giraffes. Giraffes from the game, apparently. So that was cool. Got to see some giraffes, a whole family of them actually, at a baseball field. That was nice. And that's when we got the determination from Ellie that, I'm gonna go through with this. We're gonna do it because Joe was like, we don't have to do this. No, we know we came all this way, but we can go back. We can go back to Tommy them and the commune. And she like, nope. And after this, we'll do whatever it is you want to do. I'll follow you anywhere, but let's finish our mission. We started this. Let's finish it. So they make it on their way to the hospital. They crack a couple more jokes. He asks her to pull out the pun book. And we get a couple of more fun puns out of that before they get attacked by a flash grenade, and it's the Fireflies. So they've knocked Joel out and took Ellie. He wakes up. Marlene is there, and she's like amazed that he made it there with her, and she had lost several people on the way there, trying to get there herself. So she was amazed by that, but grateful. And in her gratefulness, she decides to let him go. Why let him go? Because they're keeping Ellie to do surgery to get the cure. But it's not what you think. Apparently, the cordyceps has been in her brain her entire life growing. And so that's why the cordyceps is like, she is cordyceps. So we don't have to turn her. She is us. That's why she's immune. So they would have to take this thing out of her brain, i.e. cut her brain open, get it out, and she'd probably die from it, and then try to make a cure, because they're not even sure it's going to work. Try to make a cure. And so Joe wasn't with that plan. Let's just say that. He was like, I got other ways to do things. You may not have another choice, but I do. And then so she went ahead and kicked him out. So she got guards leading him out, and he turned on them, attacked them, killed, and he goes on a rampage. Joel goes crazy. I loved it. I'm like, this dude was like, no. And he meant every word of that. N-O, no. You're not keeping her. You're not cutting that brain open. We're not doing this. No. So he went through killing everybody. All the way up till he got to the surgery room. Doctor, dummy, pulls a scalpel. I'm not going to let you take her. Bow, in the head, dead. So that was the end of the doctor that possibly could have helped with this cure, that possibly could have made a cure. We don't even know. The conflicted nature of it all when Marlene catches him in the parking garage of the hospital with a gun and was like, look, This is for the greater good. You know, she would have wanted this, you know, even though they didn't tell her what they were going to do. They just put her out and started working on her. They didn't tell her what they were going to do, how it was going to work, anything. So if they had gave Ellie some agency in this situation, maybe I could have felt differently about it. She was already emotionally distraught from the situation she had just went through a few weeks ago. So, you know, maybe this wasn't the best time to make hard, life-changing decisions. But at the same time, I'm not sure Joe should have just took her. Well, I do think Joe should have took her. Here's my dilemma. He got away from Marlene. He shot her dead because she was just going to chase him down. So he shot her dead and then got Ellie in the car, and they on their way back to Tommy in the commune. She wakes up. He tells her a lie about what happened at the hospital. Therein lies my issue with Joel. You shouldn't have lied to her. You should have told her the truth about what happened and let her decide to be either angry at you or grateful. But don't lie to her, because when she found out about the lie, it's going to be worse. So I wasn't thrilled that he did that. He lied to her and told her that the Raiders attacked the hospital. He barely got out of there, i.e. he was the goddamn Raider. I'm just saying. Anyway, they're on their way back to Tommy's. They're almost there. And she made him promise that he was telling the truth about what happened at the hospital. He promised. He started telling her all the stories about his daughter. He was opening up about that, talking about how they would have liked each other. She finally told him about Riley and that she was the first person that she had to kill. And that, you know, it was rough. And that's how the episode went off. So we getting ready for season 2 back at the commune, baby. Oh, yeah. And when she found out the truth, and then eventually Joe's going to end up dead, I'm sure, and she's going to have to end up running or something. I don't know, because I didn't play the second game. Sorry, people. But, yeah, I don't think he should have lied to her. I think he should have told her the truth about what they were planning on doing to her, especially since they didn't tell her the truth about what they were planning on doing to her. That would have made it a little better, I think. So I'm thinking that's going to bite him in the butt in the next season. Wow, what a show. This show was so freaking good. A video game adaptation that did not disappoint. So proud, so proud, so proud. Oh, if you have not watched this show, you must watch it. It is freaking lit. I will see you guys next time for another show. In the meantime, have a great day.